This is a test.
This is a test. What do you know about language arts, math, science, and social studies? Find out while playing along with Knowledge for College, where teams from competing UISD schools spin the wheel of knowledge and answer questions from a world of subject categories. It's a mind challenge for students and a chance to win for their school. But most of all, it's a really fun way to learn. Now, let's play Knowledge for College.
Hi and welcome. You're watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. And today we have students with us from Gonzales Middle School, and we also have students from United South Middle School. And before we meet our students, I'd like to take some time to introduce our guest host today, and that would be Mr. Pete Saenz, the Mayor of Laredo. Mr. Mayor, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you so much for the invitation, and I'm so proud of the children, and I see the parents on the side over here, and I know they're equally as proud, or more so. So thank you for having me.
Certainly, and if you could, just for the benefit of our audience and our students here, just kind of explain briefly what are some of the things you do as Mayor of Laredo?
Well, first of all, it's an elected position. I was elected by the citizens, by the residents, voters of the city of Laredo. It's a 4-year term. I serve as a ceremonial leader. So in other words, I speak for the city of Laredo. I'm the ambassador of the city of Laredo. And I also now recently, there was some charter amendments, as we know, and I've gained some additional authority or powers in a way. So I can now motion, I can place items on the agenda, and I can even vote, because now votes require a 5 vote for an action. So the mayor could be part of that 5 votes to move something forward and council agendas. So anyway, and I enjoy participating in these events too. So I welcome the invitation.
All right, sir, thank you. And let's turn our attention now to our students. Representing Gonzales Middle School, we have Aline and Yulisa. And Aline, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
I like to play basketball, and I plan to go to UT to major in business.
All right, excellent. And Yulisa, what about you?
The youngest elementary student, and I have 10 pets.
Oh, what kind of pets do you have?
Well, I have 6 cats and 4 dogs.
Okay, very good. And representing United South Middle School, we have Kayla and Eileen. And Kayla, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Well, I play in the band at United South Middle School. I'm a flute player.
All right, excellent. And Eileen, what about you? What can you tell us about yourself?
Well, my favorite subject is math. I like to read books, and I am hoping to go to Harvard if it's possible.
What kind of books do you like to read?
Suspenseful books.
All right, very good. Well, okay, students, so we have a very bright collection of students here with us today. Let me just go over the rules very briefly. Each team is going to take turns spinning the wheel behind you. We have questions in science, math, language arts, and social studies, and those questions are worth 5 points each if you answer correctly. The wild turn category, those questions can come from any subject area, and they're designed to be a little more challenging, so those are worth 10 points if you do answer correctly. And of course, you're going to have a 1-minute time limit for all the questions, and once your time is up, you'll hear a little bell, and then of course that's when you'll have to give us your answer then and there. And in order to earn the points, you do have to answer correctly. Otherwise, the other team gets a chance to answer that question and possibly earn the points. So Gonzales Middle School, you get to go first today. So Yulisa or Aline, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And we'll find out momentarily what kind of question our students from Gonzales Middle School will get to answer. And of course, as the wheel goes around, it's going to come to a rest in the math subject
So we have
area.
math subject. Let's see, where's the math?
That'll be up there.
Oh, there we go.
And basically,
I think you
Sure.
beat the question.
Sure, you're going to read the question and the,
I will.
the
Okay.
choices, and I'm going to hand these off to our students. So that's going to be your copy, and that'll be your copy.
Of course, this is a math question. It says, the graph of a linear function is shown on the coordinate grid. And of course, you see the grid there. What is the y-intercept of the graph of the linear function? and it's got 4 options. A, is it the y-intercept, which is point
Negative
minus-
4.
Yeah, -4. I need to get my reading glasses. So -4, and then B is the y-intercept, which is -5. C is the small y-intercept, -2 or -2, and the D is the small intercept,
7.5.
-7.5.
Or negative 7.5, excuse me. And students, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and give us your answer. You do have up to a minute to answer, though. So
Is it B?
that is correct.
B is the answer. Congratulations.
All right, good job, Gonzales Middle School. You're on the board.
Okay.
I always,
We want to
we
put
just
those
leave them
up
there. And United South Middle School, it's your turn at the wheel. So Kayla or Eileen, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? Don't be shy. And after a very vigorous spin, the wheel goes round and round and will come to a rest eventually. And we'll find out momentarily what kind of a question our students will get to answer. And it looks like it's going to be
Social studies.
Social studies. So that'll be down there. And again, students, it's worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. And that's going to be your copy, and that'll be your copy. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so I'm reading the question now. It says A or an, and then there's a blank, and you got to find the answer. You have 4 choices: A, B, C, and D. Is a reference book with facts and figures. So is it A? Is it the map? Is it B, the Bible? Is it C, the atlas? Or is it D, the almanac?
And again, the social studies question is for our students from United South Middle School. And just to repeat, blank is a reference book with facts and figures. And students, so you do have up to a minute to answer, but once you're ready, you can go ahead and let us know what your answer is. So,
Is it C?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
The correct answer is
Wait. We have to give our students.
Oh, okay.
We have to give our students from Gonzales Middle School a chance. Gonzales Middle School, do you have an answer for us, please? And we do need your answer right now.
Is the answer D?
Yeah.
D is the correct answer. Almanac.
Almanac is the answer we were looking for.
Thank you.
So very
Thank you
good.
for reminding me of the rules.
Certainly.
Right.
So Gonzales Middle School, you do earn the 5 points, and it's also your turn at the wheel. So Yulisa or Aline, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And we'll find out momentarily what kind of a question our students get to answer as the wheel goes round and round. And it will come to a stop eventually, landing in... Ooh,
Is it a wild turn? So that could be any.
it could be
any subject?
anything. So just take the first one you got there. And let's see. This is coming from the social studies
This is
subject area.
The Gonzales Middle.
This is for Gonzales Middle School, and if they answer correctly, they earn 10 points. Otherwise, the other team gets a chance.
Okay. So again, this is social studies. The question is, Columbus convinced the king and queen of Spain to pay for the expedition to sail west to the Indies. What was the main reason for trying to go India to go to India by crossing the Atlantic Ocean? Is it A, to find a cheaper, quicker route to India? B, to beat France and England to America? C, to prove the world was not flat? D, to get money from the king for ships?
And students, whenever you're ready, give us your answer. You do have up to a minute, though.
Is it A?
Yes, A is the correct answer. To find a cheaper, quicker route to India. Congratulations.
So good job, Gonzales Middle School. You earned the 10 points. United South Middle School, it's your turn again. So go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please. And we'll find out in a moment what kind of a question our students get to answer. And it looks like
it's
they
a
get
wild turn again.
They get a wild turn question. So let's see where this one comes from. I'll take that. And let's see. This one's coming from the math subject area.
Okay, it's a math question.
Your copy, and that'll be your copy.
You ready? It says, it asks, Mr. and Mrs. Mendoza are analyzing their daily caffeine intake. What is the approximate difference in the volume of coffee that they drink daily in cubic inches if they fill their cups completely?
And the choices are
And the choices are 169.6 centimeters cubed, and B, 50.3 centimeters cubed, C, 219.9 centimeters cubed, and D, 119.4 centimeters cubed.
And of course, you have some illustrations there.
The graphics, it shows a dad with a 6-inch cup with a 3-inch radius, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, inches. Then the other one is for mom. Mom's cup is 4 inches high and 2 inches in radius.
And of course, you have your
The
formula
there.
for
It's
the
a pi r square for the volume of the
And-
cylinder.
And students, whenever you're ready, go ahead and let us know your answer.
Is it D?
D is correct. It's 119.4 centimeters cubed. Congratulations.
So good job there, United South Middle School. You're on the board with 10 points. And Gonzales Middle School, it's your turn next. So go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please. And as the wheel's spinning, what do you think of our show so far, Mr. Mayor?
Well, it's exciting. Yeah, some of these questions are kind of tough.
Yes, they are. Especially the,
I hadn't seen that cubed or that in a long, long time.
all right. Our students get a math question, so
So we have a math. Yeah.
if you don't mind handing me
Not
one of
at all.
those.
Go ahead.
And let's see. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly.
Again, the subject is math, and you have the question before you, or at least the formula there. It says if y equals x squared minus 5x plus 7, and y equals g
G of x, and find g of 4c.
4c. And the options are 4 options, A through D. It says A is c squared minus 5c plus 7, or B, 4c squared minus 5c plus 7. C is 4c squared minus 20c plus 7. And D is 16c squared minus 20c plus 7.
And of course, you do have up to a minute to answer, Gonzales Middle School, but when you're ready, just go ahead and let us know what your answer is.
Is the answer C?
I'm sorry, that's
incorrect.
United South Middle School, you have a chance to earn 5 points here. Do you have an answer for us?
Is the answer D?
Yes, the answer is D. That's the correct answer. Congratulations.
So good job, United South Middle School. You earned the 5 points. It's time now for a quick break, so let's go ahead and take one and we'll be right back.
Do you dream of swimming competitively for your high school? Sign up for UISD's Summer Swim Camp. Open to all United ISD students, the nominal fee includes breakfast and lunch. Those living in South Laredo qualify for transportation. The first camp session begins June 5th, with 2 more scheduled in July and August. Register at the UISD Natatorium located at 201 Lindenwood Drive, next to the UISD Administration Building, or call 473-6173.
Attention class, Brittany.
Here.
Pat.
Here.
Jimmy. Does anyone know where Jimmy's at?
I just saw him at lunch.
Nuh-uh. He's at the movies.
Jimmy? Does anyone know where Jimmy's at?
He's at the beach.
I'm sorry.
Don't miss school!
It's projected that in the state of Texas, over 715,000 new high-paying jobs in science, technology, engineering, and math will be created by the year 2018. To meet those demands, United ISD is encouraging students to pursue a STEM career. Our early college, 3 magnet schools, new science labs, interactive classroom technology, and excellent teaching staff continue to improve the quality of education in our district. United Independent School District is investing in our children's future.
You could be the next Miss Laredo.
The annual Miss Laredo 5-category scholarship pageant will be taking place for girls ages 6 to 26. Winners will receive a prize package which includes scholarships and a paid entry fee to the Miss Texas and Miss Texas Teen Pageant.
Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to represent Laredo.
The pageant will be held at the Laredo Civic Center on June 16th and 17th. For more information, go to www.misslaredo.com.
Hi, and welcome back. You're watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest here at United ISD. And today we have students with us from Gonzales Middle School, and we also have students from United South Middle School. And our very special guest host today is Mr. Pete Sines, the mayor of Laredo.
Brother.
And of course, again, welcome. And I believe you have a question for our students.
Oh, yes, I do. Very difficult question. No, it isn't. Again, I'm so proud of you all. Yeah, hobbies. Do you have any hobbies? Eileen?
I like to play basketball.
Basketball, that's good. That's a good sport. Are you playing formalized basketball in a team there at school, or just on your free time?
I like to play like
Wonderful. Yeah, exercise is very important too, right? We got to stimulate the mind, but also keep the body in check. So going to Yulisa. Hi, Yulisa. Yeah, do you have any plans once you graduate from high school? I know you're in middle school, but hopefully the plan is to continue to high school and then beyond. Any thoughts in that area?
Well, I like to get on my path to become a veterinarian.
A veterinarian, wonderful, thank you. Yeah, we need that. As a matter of fact, we're lacking veterinarians. If anyone out there is interested in coming to Laredo and taking care of our pets, by all means, come by and visit us. Thank you so much. That's very good. Moving on to United South, is it?
Yes, Kayla and Eileen.
Kayla, how are you?
I'm good.
Qué bueno. Do you have any hobbies that you may be interested in?
I like playing soccer and volleyball.
Soccer and volleyball. Well, that's great too. Do you play that often on weekends, or you're part of a team there at school? Or
I'm on the soccer team.
Congratulations, wonderful. It takes some skill to make a team. We appreciate that very much. So moving on to is it Eileen? Eileen, how are you?
Very good.
Wonderful. Do you have you mentioned that you may be thinking of once you graduate from high school.
University, yes.
To where now?
To go to a university.
Wonderful. And what desire, what likings do you kind of favor at this point?
Well, I would like to become a doctor.
A doctor, a medical doctor?
Yes.
Wonderful. Do you have any family members that are in the medicine area? No.
Well, I have some cousins.
Good. Well, that's a very noble profession to pursue. Well, thank you, and I wish you all luck.
All right.
Very proud of you all.
Very good. Let's go ahead and resume play now. United South Middle School, it's your turn at the wheel. So, Kayla or Eileen, will one of you young ladies please spin the wheel for us? And as the wheel goes round and round, it will come to a rest eventually. And we'll find out in a moment what kind of a question our students will have to answer. And by the looks of it, it's going to be social studies.
Social studies.
So that'll be down there on the bottom. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. It's your copy, and that'll be your copy.
Again, the subject area is social studies. And the question is, which of the following was not one of the sides of the Civil War? Again, was not. Is it A, Confederacy, B, the Union, C, West, D, North?
And students, you do have up to a minute to give us an answer, but once you're ready, you can go ahead and let us know your answer.
Is it C?
That is correct, the West.
All right, very good. Very good, United South Middle School. You're on the 5 points. Gonzales Middle School, it's your turn once again. So one of you young ladies, spin that wheel for us, please. And in a moment, we'll find out what kind of a question our students from Gonzales Middle School will have to answer. And by the looks of it, it's going to be a science question. So that'll be down here. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. Otherwise, our students from United South get a chance to answer and possibly earn the points.
Again, this is a science question. And the question is, a student hypothesizes that if she plants a prickly pear cactus and a rose bush in the schoolyard, the prickly pear will be more likely to survive in the schoolyard conditions. How much time should the student plan for this investigation to take? Is it A, hours, B, days, C, months, or D, year?
And again, this science question is for our students from Gonzales Middle School. And by answering correctly, they can earn 5 points. Otherwise, our students from United South Middle School will get a chance to answer that question and maybe earn the points. Of course, it's worth 5 points to our students. And whenever you're ready, students, just let us know your answer.
Is it B?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. United South Middle School, you have a chance to earn 5 points here. Do you have an answer for us, please? We do need your answer.
Is the answer C?
Munch, that is the correct answer. Again, congratulations, United South.
So good job, United South. You earned the 5 points. And it's also your turn at the wheel. So Kayla or Eileen, will one of you young ladies spin that wheel for us, please? And of course, the wheel goes around at least once, and we'll find out where it's going to land here. And it's going to be a math question. That'll be up here. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. And that's going to be your copy and your copy.
Again, the subject area is math. The question is, a truck driver made 8 round trips between Jackson, Mississippi, and Houston, Texas, between these two cities, between Jackson, Mississippi, and Houston, Texas. The distance of each round trip was 882 miles. How many miles did she drive in all? So in total, how many miles did she drive in all? Is it A, 6,416 miles, B, 6,446 miles, C, 7,016 miles, or D, 7,056 miles?
And students, whenever you're ready, just let us know your answer.
Is it D?
I'm sorry, B?
No.
D, yes. D is the correct answer, 7,056 miles.
So good job, United South Middle School. You earned the 5 points. Gonzales Middle School, your turn at the wheel, so go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please. And as the wheel goes round and round, it will come to a rest, landing in the science subject area. So that'll be down here, sir. All right. And again, students, this is going to be worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly.
And this is a science question. There's 4 diagrams, as you noticed, the graphics there, right? But the question is this: which diagram shows a wave? Shows a wave with the greatest frequency. The greatest frequency. And you have those options. I can't necessarily describe them, but A, B, C, and D, they're more pictorial.
And of course, students, by answering correctly, you do earn the 5 points. Otherwise, our students from United South Middle will get a chance. And so we're looking for the greatest frequency. So,
and for the public, they're wiggly lines.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some sine waves drawn on the sheet. So we're looking for the greatest frequency, not necessarily the amplitude, but just the greatest frequency. And you do have up to a minute to answer, students, but whenever you're ready, just let us know.
Is the answer B?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. United South Middle School, do you have an answer for us?
Is it D?
D is the correct answer. It has more of those wiggly lines.
Yeah, we're looking for the sine wave with the greatest frequency. So United South, you answered correctly, so you earn the 5 points, and it's also your turn at the wheel. So one of you young ladies, go ahead and spin for us, please. And as the wheel's spinning, Mr. Mayor, did you have a favorite subject in school when you were growing up?
Favorite subject was really science and math. I enjoyed that very much.
All right.
So I encourage people, well, we all have we lean towards certain subjects, and those were my two.
And right now we have a social studies question to answer, so let's go ahead and it'll be down here on this one. And again, students, this is going to be worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. That's your copy, and that'll be your copy.
Okay, so we have a social studies question. The question is, why are latitude and longitude lines measured in degrees? Is it A, because circles are measured in degrees and the Earth is basically a circle? B, European map makers thought only in degrees? C, it is easier to measure the distance between 2 points only in degrees. D, because measuring in square feet made maps too difficult to manage. So you have 4 choices there.
Of course, this is a social studies question for our students from United South Middle School. And by answering correctly, they can earn 5 points. And students, whenever you're ready, you can let us know what your answer is.
Is the answer C?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Gonzales Middle School, you have a chance to earn 5 points here. Do you have an answer for us?
Is the answer A?
The answer is A, and that's the correct answer because circles are measured in degrees, and the Earth is basically a circle. Absolutely.
Or a sphere, actually. But Gonzales Middle School, you earned the 5 points. It's time now for a quick break, so let's go ahead and take one, and we'll be right back.
Have you been invited to a United ISD senior prom but you don't have a thing to wear and you might be a little short on cash? Well, don't despair. United ISD's prom project could help. UISD is collecting new and gently used formal dress attire. Please donate and help make a student's dream come true. Donations can be dropped off at UISD's main office at 201 Lindenwood or call Rosie Cruz at 473-6331.
Hi and welcome back. You've been watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning, featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. And of course, we'd like to thank our students from Gonzales Middle School and our students from United South Middle School for joining us here today and being such good sports. And of course, we'd like to thank our very special guest host, Mr. Pete Saenz, the mayor of Laredo. And Mr. Mayor, what did you think of our show today?
I enjoyed it tremendously. Thank you and congratulations to Gonzales Middle and United South Middle, and of course you all, and congratulations to UISD. This is a spectacular show, and I encourage other students to either apply or somehow get on the show because it's a lot of fun, and we all learn. I learned.
Very good, very good. Of course, we'd like to take a little time to thank the sponsors providing prizes for our show or for our students. Of course, I'm talking about McDonald's of Laredo, Sonic, America's Drive-In, CiCi's Pizza, and Taco Palenque. And of course, you can watch Knowledge for College on all our local stations here in Laredo, as well as our public access channel. And of course, stay tuned for other fine programming from the United ISD ITV department. And with that, let's go ahead and say goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.